everybody, Uber Lady Charlotte. I am in Detroit now. When I got to the airport this morning, there was so many things going wrong, but I stayed calm and I prayed through them. First thing, I left the house this morning I left there at about 3:15 this morning, maybe a little later. Well, you guys saw that when I took the rental car back. All right, let me tell you the story about the rental car. I had everything timed out perfectly with some space cushion in between in case something happened. Y'all know how things go with me. Alright, so I'm driving around trying to find a Vantage rental car so I can take this car back, well, the minivan they gave me back. I kept missing the street. And let me tell you, the Denver airport is huge. And I kept thinking, I'm eating up my space cushion, I'm eating up my cushion. I just kept riding in circles. I know I passed departures 2 or 3 times, and I started to get frustrated. And I was thinking to myself, you know what? If I can't find this Advantage place, I'm going to leave this van on the side of the road with the keys in it, and I'm going to call an Uber and get over to this airport so I can make my trip. So I said, okay, let's just breathe, because remember, I don't have my glasses, so I couldn't read the signs real good, and it's dark. Then they got all these other exits. Commercial vehicles enter here, no public entrance. There was just so much to read. Then the speed limit was 45, so people, I feel like they on my back in this van, like they ride in the back seat. That's how close they are to me. So like I said, I go past departures, up on the ramp and around, past departures 3 times. Last time I finally got off my exit and it was right. Alright, so then that's when I was able to get the car. So now, I ate up my space cushion on that. I thought my flight said that I leave at 6:30, but come to find out, it says 6:13. So I'm like, if it's 6:13, then that means I have to be on the plane like 30 minutes before. I remember that from flying the last time. Alright, so I get, I do the car, I get on the little bus, we go, they drop us off at different gates. This airport, Denver, has different gates, when I say gates, I mean they got the east side, they got the west side, so you have to go according to where your flight is. Alright, got there, ran into another problem, eating up my time. I got dropped off, went inside, and I went to get in the security line for the checkpoint, but then I saw an employee and I asked her something. I said, excuse me, that is the line I get in, right? She said, well, do you already have your boarding pass and your luggage checked in? I said, no. She said, okay, you got to go back downstairs and you got to do that first. But I'm looking at this sea of people. It was like the line at an amusement park. There were so many people. I'm like, oh my gosh, if I got to go back downstairs, then I got to pay for my luggage. Then I have to go back upstairs and get in this long line, with the snakes, the things you walk through. I call them streets. And this thing looked like it had about 8 streets on it. I'm like, I'm not going to make this flight. So I'm like, no, don't talk negative. You're going to make your flight. All right. So I called my son-in-law. I said, what happens if you don't make your flight? He said, well, they'll try to book you on another flight. I said, okay, well, that's good to know. He said, they won't charge you. They'll just try to book you on another flight. So I said, okay. So I go downstairs where the employee told me to go. I get down there. It looks exactly like it did when I got dropped off. I didn't see anything different. There weren't any counters. There were just 2 walls. So I'm like, come on. I saw some other people come down the stairs and they're looking around too. And it's an escalator, mind you. I don't like escalators. I'm clumsy, so I don't like escalators. So now I got my big piece of luggage and I got my purse or my bag. And I have to navigate the escalator. And when you're going down escalators, you're thinking the whole time, down or up. I don't want to fall. I don't want to fall. And then you got to time your landing. Pretty much like those moving sidewalks in the airport. I've experienced that today too. But I landed on my feet. I didn't trip or fall or nothing, but I had to really look at it and think and make sure my feet were good and planted. So anyway, I asked this lady, I said, do you happen to know where we're supposed to go check our bags? She said, she was looking around. I said, an employee sent me down here. She said, oh, you know what? Go over there and look at the elevator and see what it says on the elevator. I'm like, elevator? It's like the elevator just materialized out of the walls. So I go over there, and sure enough, it told me to go to the 6th floor. I'm sorry, level 6. I ain't gonna say 6th floor. It said level 6. So I push the button, I get, and I go to level 6. That's where like everything is. So I check my bag. That line was long too. Now, before I could get in the line to check my bag, I had to go over to the kiosk and try to print my boarding pass, because the lady came in the line and she was saying, if you don't have your boarding pass, I need you to step out of line and go to the kiosk and print your boarding pass. All right, so I go over there and I print my boarding pass. Now by this time it is 5 o'clock. I get over there, I print my boarding pass. I didn't do it by myself. The guy helped me do it, and it was great. It was great. He made life so easy, just like Easy Button did. I was able to get back in line. Now the line has gotten longer. So I'm standing in the line, and I'm talking to 2 people in front of me. Well, this guy that was in front of them, he was from a different country. I don't know what country, but from a different country. He had a big red, hard plastic suitcase. Well, all of a sudden he left his suitcase and he walked away. I said, now I don't know much about flying, but I know that's breaking rule number 1. You don't walk away. So the people in front of me, they looked at me and I looked at them. And I said, he's standing right there talking to the guy that helped me print my boarding pass. I said, but don't worry, I got my eye on him. I said, but if he walks any further away, big boy, I need you to run and tackle him. And I'm coming too. He said, got it. So all 3 of us were watching the man to make sure he didn't, pretend to ask the guy for some help and then just walk away, because we were going to get his ass. You hear me? We were going to get him. So he came back over to the line and he got a suitcase and he rolled away. Okay. All 3 of us were like, whew, that was close, because we were getting ready to make the news. I'm telling you that right now. We were getting ready to make the news this morning. All right. So I finally got to be next in the line. Now, I have to board my plane at 5:33. I look at my boarding pass. I got to board at 5:33. We leave at 6:13. I still have to go and find the train to go to Concourse A. I don't know how far that is and how fast can I walk. You know what I'm saying? So, well, I still have to go to security checkpoint. So I'm like, oh boy. So when I get up to the line, it's 5:33, and it's my turn. Well, then the Delta clerk, she comes up with, she asked some questions. She's like, is anybody getting on the flight to San Francisco or whatever. It was 3 different flights. And so people raised their hand. They were like, yeah, I need, yes, me, getting on at 6 o'clock. So she said, okay. She said, come go with me. She said, ma'am, I'm sorry, I need to put these people ahead of you so they can make their flight. And I'm thinking to myself, who gonna help me if I don't make my flight? So she put the people in front of me and some other people, and we're getting them checked in. And I'm like, this is kind of messed up, but I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing. It's too early in the morning to cause a ruckus. Other than I was gonna help tackle that dude with the red suitcase. So anyway, I finally get through the line, and now it's like 5:48. I have to go back over to the security checkpoint. They had like 8 streets on it. Remember, that's what I call those lanes, streets. Had 8 streets on it, and they were long streets. So I'm like, okay, now let me watch everybody, see how they do it in this airport. Take your shoes off, gotta take your belt off, you gotta take your stuff out your bag. I had to have 3 trays. 3 trays. Alright, so I made it through that. Had to hurry and put all my stuff on real quick and try to find out where the tram was, or the train. Alright, I kind of followed everybody else. I found the train. I saw that I was going to Concourse A by looking at the map, which meant that was the first stop on the train. And remember, I'm not really good with them doors. You got to time them doors, because it says doors are now closing and your butt better be in there, right? So I jump on the train and I'm facing one direction, but the train actually went backwards. So I had to turn around and get myself turned around because I was all jacked up. I got off the tram, made it to my concourse, walked to my gate, and I was like, it was like 7 more people boarding, and I was in the mix of the 7 people boarding. So I made my flight. I was so happy. I was so happy. So happy, because I was going to have a meltdown if I didn't make this flight. So we got on the plane, And then I see that I'm in the middle seat, and I'm like, oh no, not the middle seat. Plus I had a bottle of water, so I knew I was going to have to go to the bathroom. I don't know about some of y'all, but I try to use the bathroom before I get on the plane, because I never know where I'm going to sit. So this time, I had to use the bathroom so bad, I was cramping. I'm like, but I'm not going to the bathroom, because I'm thinking, if I get up and go to this bathroom, and I had gas too, this lady on the outside lane, she finna catch it. I'm finna peel all her onion. So I sat in my seat the whole time, cramping. Then it had a TV monitor in it. It wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad because you got to watch free movies. I was on a 747, a Boeing 747. It was nice too. That was a nice airplane. So I watched Black Panther. I hadn't seen Black Panther yet. It was good. It was good. It was good. Now I'm gonna tell you the thing about me. When I'm trying to watch TV, when I watch TV, I'm very emotional. I talk to the TV. Uber Lady Mama do too. So does Uber Lady Candy. So does Uber Lady Shin Shin. Uber Lady Baby, she's quiet when she watches TV, but the rest of us, we get all into it. So I had to hold in all my emotion. Anytime I wanted to cry, I had to hold it in. Then when I wanted to laugh, I had to hold it in. I had to hold the gas in. It was just a lot happening in that middle seat with me. Now let me tell you about the lady sitting to my left. On the plane, the lady to my left, she fell asleep after she, wanted some water. So she had to have a cup of water. And the tray was down. I'm sitting in the middle, squashed up. The lady on the end, she's, reading a book. She looks comfortable. I'm not comfortable. The young lady in the outside seat, she wasn't comfortable. So she's got a water on her tray. I'm sitting there watching my movie. And then she's turning over and rolling like she in a bed. So she about knocked over that water several times. So I just grabbed it. One time she really gave that tray to heave-ho in her sleep. So I grabbed the water and I just put the water on my tray. So now I gotta wash the water because we had some rough turbulence too. All right, so then when she wake up, this chick orders another thing of water. And I'm like, now wait a minute now, I'm gonna just let this one spill all over the place, all over you. I'm not doing this. All right, so she kind of knocked that water around. She didn't knock it over. I was waiting for it to go anytime, but she kept it together. Then the lady on the other side of me, she had a bunch of trash from the almonds that we had and the soda. Let me tell you about the soda. Let me tell you about that. That flight attendant asked her, did she want something to drink? And she said, I would like a Pepsi. She said, okay. She said, would you like ice? She said, not only would I like ice, I want a whole can of soda. I looked at her like, can you get a whole can of soda, lady? And so the flight attendant said, do you want a full can, a whole can? She said, I want a whole can of soda. So she said, and you still want ice with a cup? And she said, yes. I'm like, you go ahead, sister. You the hammer today. So I didn't get anything to drink. Remember, I'm cramping already. And I'm so uncomfortable. I don't want another reason to have to go to the bathroom. They have to knock the lady out the outside seat into the aisle. All right, so we're riding and going on. I did get my almonds. Those were some good almonds. There wasn't 8 of them, but they were good. And I watched Black Panther, so it was pretty good. It made my morning go by fast. So, looking at this ticket, I saw that there wasn't a gate number on it. And I remember from another time I flew that if there's not a gate number on it, you go to a ticket counter or to one of the employees that are at the counter with the planes board, and you ask them to look up where the gate is. And so my ticket didn't have a gate on it, so I did that. And now I'm sitting here at 820, Detroit to Charlotte. On, where am I flying? Oh, Delta, with Delta. Yeah. So, I think we're supposed to take off at 12:30, 12:36, something like that. And I should be home by, I think I said 2:30, 2:28. I should be landing by 2:28. I don't know, I'm not real sure. But I'm sitting right here at this thing. I want to go to the bathroom again, but I don't think I want to chance it because I don't know what time it is right now. So I don't think I'm going to chance it. Anyway, I'm going to go. I've talked to y'all for about 15 minutes. We'll see what the next leg is like. All right, bye.